Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Music and Beyond. I'm Ernie Crazy Eyes from Primitive Minds, and today I have a special guest. Me and this guy go way the hell back. I'm not even sure if it's middle school or high school. High school, yeah. But it feels like I've known this guy forever because, we've been hanging for almost over 10 years already. So, everybody, welcome. The one-man clique, Leo Gonzalez. What's up, bro?
What's going on, bro?
How's this pandemic going, man?
Fantastic. I'm using it to my advantage. People see it as a bad thing because they can't go out. But I was self-quarantined before it was popular. You know what I mean? So for me, this is normal. You know what I mean? But it helps me to be more productive than I would usually. So the pandemic's been going fantastic for me.
I feel you, man. Everybody's freaking out about this whole thing, and I'm just like, well, my dad never let me do anything, so,
No, it's straight, man. Everybody's got their thing, you know what I mean? Like, I usually stay in my studio, and I make music or, do vlogs, or, I'm always in one area being productive that way. And it's very seldom that I do go out, so I'm not really missing it. And then I'm always on the road, most time of the year, so I don't get to be home and enjoy it as much. But thanks to this pandemic, I've been here to enjoy it, spend time with my family, my wife, and be very, very productive.
Yeah, man, and we'll be talking about the road in a little bit because, I know what you got going on here and there. So, but the first question I want to ask is one thing that I'm always intrigued of, because you never know where this can lead to, but where does the name One Man Clique come from?
Oh, that's a long story, but in short, when I first started doing music, I started out as a DJ, and it was a group of us. I say about 6 or 7, and out of those 6 or 7, this was in middle school. This was in 8th grade, 8th grade going into 9th. This was like 6, 7 of us, and I was, like I said, I wasn't a rapper back then. I wanted to make beats and I wanted to be a DJ. But as soon as 8th grade was over and we went into 9th grade, all those that wanted that we started off with, they all started going their separate ways. Everybody wanted to do a solo thing. Nobody wanted to do a group thing. And but like I said, out of all those people that started, only 2 of us actually made any music, and that was me. And back then he was known as Little Blade or C on This. You know him as Conrad. Yeah, it was just me and him were the only ones left that actually did any music. Everybody else either was just talk or, nothing ever happened from it. You know what I'm saying? So me and him were the only ones. But aside from that, before we all went solo, we had all tried to do different groups aside from that. So we tried to do about 4 groups 4 different times, and it didn't work out for whatever reason. And that's when I decided, well, fuck it. I could do this shit by myself. You know what I'm saying? Try to do everything I can by myself. And that's where the name One Man Clique came from. Because instead of having it be in a clique with a whole bunch of dudes and everybody trying to, get down, and I got tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing came of it. So I became the clique by myself.
That's great, man. And you know what? That kind of just ties in everything together because, like you always just see, different types of groups, like, for example, NWA or, D12.
Yeah.
And they have everybody together. And even with D12, Eminem kind of just blew up and blew them all under the water. But I like that name, One Man Clique. Hell yeah.
It originally was, I went by OMC for the longest time.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but that was short for One Man Clique. But no, not everybody wanted to take the time to say One Man Clique, so everybody it was an acronym like OMC. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I went by short. But that's what it always meant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now that I started getting everything, done the legal way, as far as, releasing music and all that, the legal way, so so I could start getting paid, I had to, choose a rap name, and somebody else is actually named OMC.
Oh, yeah.
But he happens to do, I think he does alternative music. He done passed away, though. But his most famous song was How Bizarre. And that was on the radio for the longest time in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And but he was the original OMC, but I didn't know it till it came time for me to start doing my shit legally, getting everything, the paperwork and my name done, registered and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's when that came up, so I couldn't be OMC no more. So I just went back to the original name, which was One Man Click. So I was always the One Man Click, but One Man Click is longer, OMC is shorter.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like One Man Click is more. Like if I hear One Man Click, I'm telling myself I need to listen to this because
it grabs your attention.
Yeah, it really does.
And then it's not spelled click with a Q. It's spelled click like you click of a mouse, which is CLICK.
Oh yeah.
That's just a play on words. I did that for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that, dude. And it's crazy. It's crazy because the OMC part, or no, the One Man Click. When I heard the name, I always think about the 80s.
Yeah.
the late 80s, maybe the early 90s.
Yeah.
And that's what I think of when I say One Man Click.
Appreciate it. I guess I'm an old soul.
Yeah, dude. Hey, you can totally feel it in your music too. So
that's just me, man. That's just the way I've always been.
Yeah, and you said you were a DJ for a little bit, and
well, I wanted to be.
Wanted to be a DJ.
So I never really got my hands on any equipment. That's just that was just the thought at the time.
Yeah.
I wanted to record people and, like I said, produce music.
But who inspired you to write?
Well, I've always written poetry and stuff like that when I was younger, but writing, it wasn't easy. But I've always been one of those to, like, if I set my mind to something, I'm gonna do it. So when writing music, I guess it was inspired by trying to get my story out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's a creative way of getting your story out. Because like I said, I've gone through a lot of shit. I've lived a long life, and I got some stories to tell and some experiences that could probably help other people out. So the writing came from trying to express myself onto music or anything in general, just to get my thoughts out. You know what I'm saying? Because holding all that in is not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got like anger problems or things of that nature. So writing came as a way to express myself, and then putting it on beats just came later. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we early before we started this interview, we were talking about the first CD you gave me back in the day in high school.
High school.
Yeah. Was that your first album, and when did you start writing and recording?
Well, that wasn't my very first one. The very first one I did was with another homie. His name was Ghetto Pancho. If I'm not mistaken, Ghetto Pancho. And he had some songs, and I had some songs, and we just put them together on a project because it was on tape.
Yeah.
Like a cassette tape.
Oh wow.
And we had a home, because we used to do it on karaoke machines. So we had a homeboy named Edgar Lugo.
Yeah.
But we went to school with him.
Yeah, he sounds familiar.
He was like a mastermind when it came to computers back in the day, before we knew about any of this stuff. So and his family was in music too. His pops was in music. So he had the equipment to convert a cassette tape into a digital format, and he made CDs for us. But only 2 copies of that CD exist. I have one, and it's framed, and no one will ever hear it.
Oh wow!
No one will ever hear it, because that was doo-doo. That's my first stuff, doo-doo. Yeah, because that was before I knew how to like compose a song, how to put everything together, how to get the concepts together and everything. That was before any of that. This was me just trying my hardest to try to make something. So it was garbage, but I still have it, and it's framed, but no one will ever hear it. You know what I'm saying? That was my very first one, and from there, I got to the point where, okay, now I got to try to do better, because I heard myself. So that's trash. So I started trying to learn how to compose songs better and all that, and that's where that one I gave you earlier, which nobody else has a copy of it.
Yeah.
Back in the day, but that's where that came from, and that was the level up. You know what I'm saying? And that one I recorded it on a Mac. Like that was the first digital stuff I did.
Oh, nice.
But even then, I was still trying to learn how to use the program. I was using GarageBand, but I didn't know how to import instrumentals into the program.
Yeah.
So I was recording the instrumentals over the mic.
Oh, nice.
So I was trying to make I still made something happen, but like I said, I wasn't tech savvy and all that. I didn't know how to record back then. So that was what came next. That was the first digital one, and that's the one where I made a bunch of copies of it. I think I made about 200 or 300 copies of that, and they're all gone. I think I had maybe like a good 10 or 20 of them still in my mom's attic.
Oh, nice.
You know what I'm saying? But that was my first attempt at trying to make something happen, and it did very, very well.
Yeah, man, when you gave me that CD, it was back in probably ninth grade.
Ninth grade, that would be like
2004?
Yeah, 2004.
Because I remember we were in Miss Leal's class,
Yeah.
and you were like, hey, do you like rap? I was like, yeah, dude. Here you go. And then I came back the next day. I'm like, dude, I like this song. Like, and you know what? I didn't know anything about what I wanted to do in life. You know, my whole life I either wanted to be an astronaut or a wrestler. So, when before you got here, I started reminiscing on what I went through to get to this one spot, and which is crazy because we've known each other for a long time, and we've never really. We've talked music and we've hung out and drank a few beers and all, but we never really,
got into the story of it.
Yeah, me as a professional and you as a professional, we never really, whenever we talk, it's like, hey, look at me, I'm an idiot.
Nah, it's a quick high and by, man, because like I said, I'm always gone. I'm hardly ever here.
Yeah, I know, man, it's crazy.
And we're all busy, you know what I mean? So sometimes we don't get to catch each other at the right times, you know what I'm saying? But this year happened to be the right time.
Yeah, no, I've never seen you perform until this year.
Yeah, man. It's COVID, man. That's all I can say is COVID.
It's a blessing and a curse. Yeah, definitely. And, I know you've been out and about. Maybe you performed here and there. But what is the most memorable moment in your music career?
When I opened up for Charlie Boy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, when I opened up for Charlie Boy, I think that was because I opened up for a lot of other people, but Charlie Boy was different because I had done I was in a group at the time, or a label, and called they were Quad County Productions.
Oh, I remember them.
Yeah, I was signed with them for a while. Shout out to them. And they used to take me to shows. They used to get shows all the time to open up for artists, so they would always take me with them. And I get I get the chance to perform one of my songs, and I was rolling with them for years, man. And they used to take me to do shows, but we opened up for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like Prima J, we opened up for them.
Oh, I actually met her at the mall like a while back.
She's cool, man. They cool. Charlie Boy, we seen in Yadel before they became
famous. That's cool.
And a few other people, man. I can't really remember at the top of my head, but Charlie Boy and them were like that one stuck out of my mind because we did 2 shows back to back with them 2 days in a row, and we would go hang out with him. And when we pulled up in the parking lot, this is when he did I Look Fly. This is when he did I Look Fly, I Look Good, and Ricky Bobby.
Oh, yeah.
That's when he did those. So he was hot at the time, and they brought him out for the shows. And the first time we went, it was in Metropolis. Well, not Metropolis, it was McAllen.
Yeah.
And he pulled out of a Benz with a muscle shirt on. And in the trunk of his car, he had a box full of fresh white tees, all individually wrapped.
Oh, wow.
So he would take a fresh white tee, put it on, and we'd go perform. And he would have us on stage with him, like doing the fucking Ricky Bobby and all that. And then that stood out. But aside from that, he had somebody on stage. His whole purpose to be on stage was to wipe the sweat off of his head.
Oh.
He had a rag in his hand, and that's all his job was to wipe the sweat off of Charlie Boy's head.
Damn.
And that I have never seen that from any other artist. Like, that was some like crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And the very next day when we did the next show for him, the exact same thing. He came out of his car, and he was real humble too, man. But he came out of his car, popped the trunk, fresh new white tee. Fresh new white tee. We got on stage. Same thing. He called us on stage with him, and same thing. He had to do his whole purpose, his whole job was to wipe the sweat off of his head. That's his whole purpose.
Wow.
And then to me that was crazy as hell. Like I said, I had performed for some other people, and they wasn't like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the craziest, like, you know, memorable moments for me so far, you know, in the music thing.
That's crazy, man. That's wild too.
It's crazy, bro. Like I'm saying, it's memorable for me.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, 2020 is thankfully almost over.
Let's not speak too soon.
Yeah, I know.
2020 might stretch into 2021.
You know what? I used to always tell my friends about 5 years ago when we were drinking and stuff, like, hey, I may be blind right now, but in 5 years, I'm going to be able to see 2020. I don't want to see this shit anymore.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I don't want to see this shit anymore. But what are the plans for 2021?
Ooh, man, I'm going to put my foot on everybody's neck, man, because I've had this much time to actually, like, put stuff together.
Yeah.
Plan stuff out.
Yeah, and you just released a new album with...
No, I haven't released that yet.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. I was going by what was on the Apple Music. That's why.
Oh, what? No, I just released a single.
Oh, okay.
But I release singles and music every month.
Yeah.
But you probably talking about Beast Mode, right?
Oh, yeah.
Beast Mode's a single.
Oh, no. I was here. But yeah, it's yeah, because I usually just go by what I see on
the platforms.
Yeah, on the platform. So it's the Lost Cuts.
Oh, the Lost Cuts. Yeah, that was a project I had sitting in my studio for just almost right around 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And it was the One Man Click Part 1 project that I had given it to a DJ here from San Bene, from the city, DJ Cuts.
Yeah.
And he had chopped and screwed a lot of music for me, but that's what I had in my studio, and I had it sitting there for years and years, and I just finally decided to put it out. You know what I'm saying? And it was just something to put out there, because it's not gonna do no good sitting in my studio.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? So and not everybody's gonna chop and screw, but this is one of the youngsters back in the day that I loved his shit. Like, he really does know how to chop and screw.
Yeah.
People just when people think chop and screw, they just do chops. Now he had the turntables, the digital vinyls. I went to his studio when he did it, and he had the digital vinyls. Like, each turntables were like $2 grand plus, not including the mixer and all that stuff. And man, this boy has some hands on him.
Yeah.
You know, he'd be fucking mixing and chopping it up right in front of me, and he did bringbacks and effects, and, you know, chopped it up with the vinyls and everything. Like, he did his thing, but just back then was a different quality than now.
Yeah.
So that's why the quality of it sounds the way it does. You know what I'm saying? Because there's little clicks and shit here and there, but like I said, this was something I just decided to put out there, so for the world to have.
Yeah, while we wait for
new music.
Yeah, and since we're already talking about the new music, wink, wink. When can we hear this new album? I know we talked about it at the show at the spot in Harlingen, Texas, 323 West Jackson. Find me there. But when can we hear this new album?
Well, it's gonna be my first. I don't want to say first, but it's gonna be like an all original album. Like, everything to this point has had mix of original stuff and mixtape stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I've got it ready. I just have to, there's a couple features I got to get on there, and it just needs to be mixed and mastered. But like, that's my baby. That's something I need to take some more time with. And because of this COVID, I haven't been able to do the features that I want on there, because I'm gonna do some bigger features on there. I got some of them already taken care of, but there's a few other ones I need to do. But it's like a thing where I want to go with that artist and go do it at their studio or whatever.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because I want to vlog it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to meet these people, because anybody famous that I get on the song is somebody that I listen to.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, not someone that's hyped up, or I'm not doing it for their name or whatever. It's 'cause
or for the cloud, or
I generally do it because I enjoy their music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I can't say too much on it because I don't want to spoil anything. I want it to be like an element of surprise.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But like I've always put money in my music, and this album is no different. You know what I'm saying? The big names, I got badass production on it from all over. It's mostly out here in the valley. You know what I'm saying? From from Billy Young, Murky Water Beats, he's got some on there.
Oh yeah, Murky Water, shout out.
Zella Unknown, he's on there, and then Malachi from Malachi 808 from Westaco, he's on there.
Oh, have you and Matt M ever done anything together besides the show?
Yeah, we have. The world hasn't heard it yet.
Oh really? Oh man.
Yeah, and I actually have a song with him on a hook. And I just have to get it mixed and mastered. We did that years ago.
Damn.
Years ago, but it hasn't been heard. And then I recently was at a studio maybe like a month ago, and I dropped him off a song there too.
Nice.
So I haven't asked him about it yet, but he's got that one there. But we have one for sure officially done. It just needs to be mixed and mastered and released. And it's all original and everything. And it's badass. You know what I'm saying? People never expect, me and him to get on anything, but it's just we're different people. You know
Yeah. And
we don't make the same kind of music.
Yeah, you don't. See, because like when I listen to your music, I feel a little bit, let me go buy some Coronas or or some Modelos. Yeah. And when I listen to Matt M's music, I could just like, hey, let me go get a Budweiser or a Bud Light, you know. But I mean, you guys are both amazing artists. I've seen you guys. Well, I've seen you one time because you're never here, but I've seen Matt M a couple of times, and I support him.
Yeah, man, he's a homie, man. He's a fam. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't see a lot of us together, artists together in the city, does not mean that we don't get along with each other or anything like that. It's just we make different music, and we also have different lives.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't always get together. Like lately, yeah, since I've been here, I go over there because he mixed and masters some, a lot of my stuff lately.
And you guys did that chip video.
Yeah, the rap snacks for
the rap snaps. Yeah,
for my food vlog.
Where'd you get that at?
Well, actually, that was when I was on my way back from Virginia. I stopped in Tennessee.
Oh, nice.
And they're all over the place in Tennessee, all over the gas stations.
Okay.
And they're not like the Walmarts here. The Walmarts here you only have like one or two different flavors.
Yeah.
Over there, they had I think 10 or 11 different flavors, but I only got a chance to grab like 8 of them.
Oh, nice.
So, and I had those sitting in my studio for like 2 months before I even actually, did the video on them.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? And Matt was one of the first ones to do a food vlog with me as a guest. And next year I will be doing more of those, but he was one of the first ones.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the homeboy, and shout out to everybody else that tunes in and all that.
Yeah, and here's something that you guys should tune in to also, because man, I see his videos and you have no idea. I think it was that buffet that you paid like $40 or $80. Ugh.
Which one, bro? I did a lot of those.
I think it was like Virginia or.
Was it the steak or the seafood?
It was the seafood.
Oh yeah, that one I paid like $56 for that.
Yeah, dude. When I saw it, I was kind of like, oh man. I don't think Louis' Backyard does it for me anymore.
And see, Louis is cool, man, but like this place was huge. So they have more space than Louis.
Yeah.
And here they bring you the plates. You tell them what you want.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You tell them you want more snow crab, you want more blue crab, you want more shrimp, whatever. They'll bring it to you fresh every single time.
Oh man.
Louis, you have to get in line and then get it, and hopefully they got it.
And hopefully it's fresh.
Yeah. So it's different. I'm not knocking Louis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this was in another state. This was actually in Fairfax, Virginia.
Oh, Virginia, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? And
I got the state right.
You know what I'm saying? So that was fresh. You know what I'm saying? And that's for that one, I was there for like 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
Because I knew I was going to go, so I stayed hungry and prepared myself.
What, you stayed at the restaurant for 4 hours?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I get kicked out after like 30 minutes.
I'm a buffet veteran, bro.
Yeah, me too, man. I've honestly, before this whole COVID thing happened, I actually wanted to, like, I know it's not much, but like go to Great China or something and like, hey, let's see how much you can put down. Let's see how much I can put down.
Oh, shit, man. It's been a while since I ate a fucking buffet since COVID.
I know, you went to Cece's, I think.
Nah.
Oh, no.
I went to Great China last
There
time.
you go, Great China.
But I was only able to do like 4 plates. You know what I'm saying? But I have a process when I go to buffets.
Do they bring it to you or what?
They used to. They don't do it no more. Now you got to go up there. You got to put gloves on and all this other stuff.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'd rather just wait it out till COVID comes.
Yeah.
Over. But like I have a whole process when I eat at a buffet. But I'm gonna do that a YouTube video on that.
Oh man, I can't wait.
Get your money's worth, man. Because when I was a college student, that's how I survived.
Yeah, and people always, like when we were kids and stuff, go to Golden Corral, stuff ourselves with pizza and macaroni, and our parents be like, yo, if you wanted pizza and macaroni, like I would have.
Yeah, you made it at the house.
Yeah, you could have made it at the
That's
house.
mistake number one, carbs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've always grew up like on a, I guess frugal, you could say. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, and then when I was in college, even more. You know what I'm saying? So I had to make the most out of the money. So I developed a process on when I go out to eat.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Man, I'm excited to hear that because
It's coming next year, man. That's what I'm saying. This COVID's been able to get me to a place where I can, think and I can get all these ideas down and execute all the ideas and have them ready. So next year, I can go full throttle if I have to go work.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm so glad I'm so glad I have a vacation because, I've been wanting to interview this guy for forever, and I've known this guy since high school. So, shout out, he is the first hip hop artist I interview. I know a lot of them. I still want to talk to them. Pikesy, Madam, the crew.
Yeah, the whole city, man.
Yeah, and I'm excited, but savor the flavor, man. I'm starving now. I fucked up.
No, it's all good, bro. It's all good.
How did you come up with the name and the idea?
Oh, that was easy, man. I had did an EP, an all original EP. It was produced by Bruce Leo.
Oh yeah, Bruce Leo.
Yeah,
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Bruce Leo. He produced the whole thing. He didn't even know it at the time. The way I did that was what you call it. Well, that's a different story, man. But anyways, I did that whole EP, and in one of the songs, I had said "Savor the flavor that the world has to offer."
Yeah, that one song that you always have.
Yeah, because the way that came about is because, like I said, when I'm on the road, I enjoy food more because of the things that I've been through. Because when I was in college, all I did was eat fucking ramen noodles and fucking and cereal and the cheapest stuff you could eat. That's what I ate.
Yeah,
that's what I could afford. So and
government cheese.
Yeah, and that's where the whole buffet thing came in. But now when I go to work and now that I got money or more money, I go and enjoy life.
Yeah, man.
I enjoy food. I enjoy drink. If there's something I haven't tried, I'll go try it.
Yeah.
If there's something that's I've never it's new or exotic or whatever, and I have the opportunity, I'll try it. That's where the whole savor the flavor thing came out too, because a lot of people eat but they don't enjoy food.
Yeah.
They eat just to eat, but since they've always had it, it's they don't. It's not their thing. Some people don't care about what they eat. They just put whatever in their body.
Yeah, and you know what? Right now that you say like they don't enjoy it and savor it, like I'm a fat ass dude.
Oh, we all are.
And when my dad wasn't in the inside, we would go out to Mexico and like there's a place called Viejo Este. Yeah. They're in Matamoros, and I'm over here eating as a kid, and I'm just like, and then he would always make fun of me, and he was like, "Hey, look at this guy! Like he ate this yesterday, but every time that he eats it, he's just like, savoring the flavor."
Yeah, you enjoy it.
And I think about it. I'm like, well, what if after this, like, I go or
And that's why I like in that food series, that food vlog series that I have, I do that because that's food I normally eat.
Yeah.
Like in my regular life, I go out there and I try different foods and I eat good. I don't do it for the camera. This is stuff I normally do in my regular, life, but I just happen to document it now on video so that everybody back home and everybody else around the world can see what there is out there.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because because what you said, what if you die tomorrow was, if you didn't try something you never knew. Because if there's something you haven't tried, if you try it, for all you know, it could be your next favorite thing.
Yeah.
And you've gone this long without trying.
Yeah, like last year, 2 years ago, maybe it was last year. You know, I was in Dallas. Oh, I was also in South Carolina. Fucking that Raising Cane's type. Zaxby's.
Oh man, I've been wanting to try that place.
Zaxby's is better than Raising Cane's. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know. I heard about it.
It's a little bit more expensive, but you're getting your money's worth.
That's all that matters.
And they have another one called Cookout. You can get like a burger and fry and a drink, and I think something else for like $5 or $6, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
But when I got to Dallas, my cousin took me to In-N-Out,
I've never been there either. I need to do a video there.
and I'm sorry, don't hate me, but In-N-Out is better than Whataburger, and I can't wait to get to Las Vegas in November so that I can have some In-N-Out and shove it up all my Texas friends' face.
I gotta see that, man. I gotta try that. I haven't had a chance to try that though.
Yeah, I'll definitely send you some pictures and
Awesome.
all that good stuff.
Because I know they know how to make it different ways, but I've never tried it myself.
You know what? This is my review. And I know we're kind of going a little bit all over the place with this, but you know, we're savoring the flavor and
Of course.
But In-N-Out feels like a burger where, you know, hey, we're going to go barbecue in the backyard.
Yeah, okay.
It has that type of flavor, and Whataburger is more, it tastes more as a store-bought burger.
I don't know about that, bro.
And I know I'm going to get a lot of haters now.
I've had a lot of burgers everywhere, and Whataburger is one of the top ones for me.
But the only thing that I hate about In-N-Out that I love about Whataburger is the bacon. They don't have bacon.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be sure to try it, and I'll let you know how it is.
Yeah, dude. Make a vlog, dude.
I'm going to.
I saw that White Castle vlog, or was it
I did White Castle. And
Crystals?
Crystals too.
Yeah, I love Crystals. I went to it in Louisiana.
They're the claim to the original slider.
Oh snap!
Yeah, they claim to have had it out before White Castle. White Castle just made it more famous.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I like White Castle better.
Oh, nice.
That's just me.
I like Crystals, but maybe because I've never been to White Castle.
Oh, you bang! It'll change your life.
What's the best restaurant you've been to here in Texas and out of Texas, and then maybe here in the Valley?
I don't know, man. It really depends on what you want to eat, but overall, in Texas, oh, that's a hard one, bro.
Yeah, I know. We got so many steaks and.
Well, in the Valley, it's not. I'm not too much into the barbecue in the Valley because I've had it all over America and all over Texas.
Yeah.
And they got some shit, but in the Valley, the best restaurant I've ever been to in the Valley, I could say it's a Brazilian steakhouse in McAllen. I forgot the name of it off the top of my head because there's two of them.
Yeah.
There's the original and there's one that's got like a Tex-Mex to it. Don't do that one. The original, a Brazilian steakhouse. Fresh grilled, meats, steaks, sausages, chicken, and then the inside is, very, very unique, very clean. And the food on the buffet is always fresh and delicious. That's one of the my go-to places here in the Valley. If we're talking, overall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And in Texas itself, man, it's really a hard one, man, because I've been all over I've been all over Texas, and I've had a lot of food.
Yeah, man, same. I knew I was gonna get you with this one, so that's why I put it in there.
Well, Texas, man, that's a hard one. If we're talking overall food, this is hard.
Hard-hitting questions to the gut.
Well, I can tell you this: in Texas, out of all over Texas, Houston has the best Chinese buffets.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
I spent about a year over there in Galveston and Houston area. They have the best Chinese buffets. Okay, but overall food, I'd have to give it. It's a little Mexican restaurant right outside of Corpus in Robstown. And I really do not know the name. I go to it all the time. If I pass through there, I'll go through there. But it's a little Mexican restaurant in Robstown, in the older part of town, in the back roads area.
I kind of feel like I've been there, but
it's a Jalisco type restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay, but they have a drive-through, and you can go inside and eat. And when you go inside and eat, the chips are fresh.
Oh.
The queso is off the chain. The salsa is off the chain. And when they bring you tortillas, whether it be corn or flour, they're homemade, fresh made in the back. There's an old lady in the back or a couple ladies in the back making fresh tortillas.
Whoa.
That's one of the best restaurants that I've been to in the state of Texas.
That's
Mexican
so sick.
food. And now when I get there, I get the pollo Jalisco, which is, chicken breast, sauteed or grilled, and it's covered with mushrooms, onions, peppers, pieces of bacon, and it's covered in fucking cheese.
God damn.
And everything there is homemade. Everything is fresh. It's off the chain. I've never had anything. And I've been there for breakfast too. I never had anything that that I didn't like there. That's one of the best places in Texas that I've been. And I've been all over Texas, bro. But if we're talking overall, like if you start breaking it down into categories, I could probably tell you something different. You know what I'm saying? And then in the whole U.S. so far that I've gone out to eat, damn, man, that's a hard one too.
I know, man.
I could tell you one of the best buffets I've ever been to in the whole United States was in Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
And this was hidden out of the way, and it was my last day in Pennsylvania. Was it Pennsylvania? Yeah, Pennsylvania. It was my last day in Pennsylvania, the last couple of days when I was leaving, and I go somewhere I've never been before, and I went, and it was one of the biggest regrets I have because I'm into seafood, and they had everything. They had little clams, the big old giant ones, lobsters. They had snow crab, king crab, blue crabs, Dungeness crabs. They had shrimp about 7-8 different ways, squid. They had everything you could imagine, and everything was delicious. And I didn't find out about it till I was leaving.
Oh,
and I had been there for like 6 months.
Oh, no. So
it was, man, a big food regret. Like, I kicked myself in the ass. And I stayed like 2.5 hours there to make sure I got enough of it.
Oh, so you went there?
I went there.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
Like I said, that's one of the best buffets that I've been to in the U.S. Now, the best restaurant. That's a real hard one, man, because I've been all over.
Yeah,
I
man.
had a lot of food.
And see, that's one thing. Whenever me and my family go out, they're always, hey, we're in Florida. Let's go to Chili's. Why?
No.
Yeah, no.
Go somewhere.
Like let's go to this freaking restaurant that has a weird name, but
Yeah. Like when I do food vlogs, I research where I go.
Oh, me too, man.
So I research where I go, or the type of work that I do. I work with a lot of people, and a lot of people are local. So I always ask the locals, what's the best place to go eat?
Yeah.
And they tell me all the spots. But that's like that. I have a whole video on that that's going to be coming out next year that you guys will love, on how to find, the food spots.
Yeah, I'm excited, man.
But off the top of my head, the best restaurant I ever been to was a place in Colorado called Camaronazo.
Oh, nice. Seafood.
Oh no, Camarón Loco. There you go.
Oh, Camarón Loco.
Camarón Loco. It was a Mexican place right outside of Denver, Colorado.
Nice.
And I passed by this place a lot of times, but I was real skeptical because I had a big old shrimp with maracas and a big sombrero. So I always thought it wasn't an authentic place. But when I ended up going, I ended up meeting people that I work with there, and everything was authentic. Micheladas. They had a big old bar in the back with mixed drinks.
Damn.
But what made this place special is I used to get they don't call them botanas. They call them platters.
Yeah.
And I got a big old platter, and I have pictures of it on my Instagram. Y'all want to follow me there? But it was a big old platter, and it had 6 different kind of shrimps, different ways, stuffed, wrapped, all that stuff, sauteed, and then it had a fried rice. But the fried rice had squid, shrimp, fish, and a few other seafood things. A seafood fried rice, and then the chips were off the chain, and then it had a big old piece of fried fish on there, big flaky fried perfection piece of fish.
Damn.
It was huge, because you can get the platter fried, or you can get it grilled. And I always got it fried, and it came with a bundle of crab legs.
Damn.
So it was huge, man, and it's normally for 2 people, but I eat for 2 people.
Yeah.
So I intended to do a food vlog there, but this is back when I had my camera and I was first learning how to use it. So I didn't get very good footage of it, so I never released it.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna. I think you've inspired me to do concert vlogs.
You should, bro. It's just another form of content.
Yeah.
But that was one of the best restaurants I've been to in the United States, because like I said, it was unique.
Man.
It was unique. It was fresh, and the menu was huge, bro. Like the length of the counter was about, I would say, about 8-10 feet, and that's how long the menu was. But it was on a big old screen on top. It was like 4 TVs.
Oh, fuck.
It was like 4 TVs, and it had a whole bunch of different stuff you could order. So, and they served beer, they served mixed drinks, so everything was off the chain. But that's one of the best restaurants I've been to in the United States.
I'm starving. Let's stop talking about food.
Well, you don't want to eat.
I know. I just wanted to savor the flavor.
Oh, man.
But now I'm gonna, after rolling dice,
Yeah.
the other song that I really loved was the one that you did with Madeline Victoria. Shout out.
Oh, shout out to her.
She has a good album, country album, I think somewhere in the
Yeah,
iTunes.
She's doing her thing.
Yeah, shout out to her. Hope she's well. But that song, How I Feel.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know you guys have several songs together.
Yeah, we got a lot.
But How I Feel, I don't know. Like when I was in high school, I was dating this girl.
Yeah.
And like I think we were going through problems and stuff. And I sent her, like I went to go sit with her in breakfast. I'm like, hey, babe, listen to this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I love you or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like how did you and Maddie come up, and like, is there a backstory to that song? Because, man, I felt it, bro.
Well, a lot of anything that I have Madeline Victoria on, I wrote the hooks on them.
Oh, okay.
Except for maybe one song, but that was later. But anything that has her on it, I wrote it. You know what I'm saying? Because I can write like nobody's business. I can write I'm real good at writing hooks, and I'm real good at writing love songs.
Yeah.
But I stopped doing love songs for a reason. But that song in particular, I was 15 when I wrote it, bro. I was like 14, 15 years old.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow,
That was 14, 15 years old when I wrote that. And that literally, bro, like I said, I used to write a lot of love songs back in the day, because I was one of those dudes, man, like anybody else, man. I like females.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I like females, and you know what I'm saying? Like I said, 14, 15 years old, you're not that experienced. You're barely learning how to communicate with them, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's how all that came about. And me, when I write music, I write it from like being real, like me, like my life experiences.
Yeah.
If it's not something I've been through or something I'm going through or whatever, I'm not gonna write about it.
Yeah, that song was just so...
It's authentic, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's just the way it came out. But back in the day, like I said, I when I recorded that song, I actually went to a real studio and did all those songs.
Oh, wow.
So, but when I would go to a real studio, I'd do like 4 or 5 songs at a time. So I would write all the songs, I'd write all the hooks, and I'd get Madeline to go out there with me, with,
Nice.
with her parents, because she's like a year younger than I am.
Yeah, yeah.
And they would go out there, and then we'd go rehearse the songs that I had, and I tell her how I want them and all this. Because when I write something, I know how I want it to come out.
Of course.
Because I wrote it.
Yeah.
And I know what I'm trying to accomplish.
What you're trying to hear, yeah.
Yeah. So I, me and her would go back and forth with it. So till we finally got it down, and then we record it. You know what I'm saying? And record it, and then the engineer would go in and do his thing on it. You know what I'm saying? And back, even now, she's got that. She's always had that I guess that soul that brings something different to my songs.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Even I think a song after or somewhere in that album, she's on This Is How We Roll, right?
She's on a lot of songs. She's like on half of the songs on that project.
Yeah, cause like I love listening to that love part of her.
Yeah.
But I think in one of them she sounds like a little too aggressive.
Oh, that's just the way I wrote it, bro.
Yeah, yeah. And see, like I didn't know you wrote it. So,
Yeah.
but now I do. So, but when I first heard that song, when I first heard that album, I'm like, oh, I wonder who pissed her off.
Well, see, that's the feel when you go in there. Like I said, I wrote it, so I know how I want it. So I would explain to her, like I would sing it myself.
Oh, okay.
To
So
her.
yeah, yeah.
And to explain to her how I want this song to go, because like I said, I wrote it, so I know what I want, and that's with any singer.
That's fucking great,
You know what I'm
dude.
saying? There's the only singer that hasn't recorded what I wrote was Charlie D. He usually does his own thing.
Yeah.
So I'm sure about that. But any other female, I write the hooks for him.
That is great.
And because because I know what I want. You know what I'm saying? And I sing it to them so they know how I want it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Madeline back then, I haven't done any music with her lately. But back then, you know, she was hungry.
Yeah, man.
This is before she started doing her own albums or anything like that. We were 16, 15 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw her a few times, like here in San Benito and Harlingen, and every time that I saw her, I was kind of like, maybe Leo's gonna come out of nowhere and like, this is how I feel. I was like, no, it didn't happen. Why?
Nah, man. Like I said, I haven't seen her in years, man, but I wish her all the luck. She's doing real good with her music.
Yeah. I bought one of her albums and I stream it on my Apple Music and all that stuff.
That's dope. And like I said, she always brings something different to my music. And I have a good amount of unreleased music with her.
Oh wow.
But that's just stuff. Like I said, I have a lot of unreleased music. Aside from that,
Yeah.
I have a lot, bro. I have a good 100 plus songs that like haven't been released.
Damn,
and I'm
dude.
always working on more. So stuff that you guys hear is I can't tell you when I can't tell you if it's new or how new it is. It's new to you guys.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
old to me. You know?
Yeah, like that one song that we were talking about earlier, like,
Yeah.
or How I Feel.
Yeah.
You know, like, I love that song. I thought it was new when it came out, but
It's old.
little did I know it was like over 15 years old.
Yeah, all that stuff is old, man. Like I said, everybody brings something different to the table when we do music.
Yeah, definitely. I'm still trying to find my spot, but I'm figuring
find
out.
it,
Yeah.
It takes years because you still have to find yourself and find the music that you're comfortable making, but at the same time be real with it.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of people these days don't do they fake it till they make it, and I'm not that type of dude.
And
But,
mumble.
Yeah, nah. I can speak very, very clearly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's another thing that I noticed about your music. Like I always try to find the flaws, like in the musicians that I listen to.
Yeah.
But you know what? I never do because they're smart. And then I was when I was listening to your music, I'm just like, all right, let's see how good this dude is. Like, oh crap! Like, I thought he was gonna go this way, but he went this way instead. Like,
yeah, it's a different thing, man. Depending on what you're listening to, because now I've got to the point where I don't mix everything on albums no more. Like I do, like for example, Hungry and Hustling.
yeah,
That's my fun music. That's my hustle music. That's the stuff that I like to experiment with. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Welcome to Reality, which is a series that I'm doing.
oh yeah.
Okay, that's my more conscious stuff, my more serious stuff, like the stuff to make you think.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
And then I got projects in between. Like I got a project coming out with the OG Pisey from Real Deep Music. I got an album coming out with him.
Yeah,
It's done. It's been done.
was it from that album that you guys were performing from?
One of the songs was.
Oh, okay.
The rest of the songs were like songs that we've done over the years because we've known each other for 15 plus years.
Yeah, that guy used to cut my hair all the
Yeah.
time before I met Carmen.
So we've been friends and homies for years, and we're just now barely getting to do an album. And we've had the album. It's been in the vault for like maybe 2 years. It's just we never got around to like actually sitting down and finishing it off and getting everything in the final stages. But we're already in the final stages already. You know what I'm saying? So if it's not out by this year, it'll be out by next year.
I'm excited, man, and I really hope I see you guys perform again because
I'm excited.
that was killer.
I'm excited about it too, man, because it's not the regular stuff that I usually do.
Yeah,
Because when you collaborate with an artist, the artist brings something out in you.
yeah,
So
definitely.
this is gonna be something different than I normally do.
Yeah,
It's gonna be more hip hop-ish and more, I guess, boom bap-ish. You could call it. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? It's gonna be more like that.
that's awesome. I'm excited. I can't wait.
You know,
And we're almost done here. Just a few more questions, but is there gonna be any time in your career where you're just gonna, like that CD you gave me earlier?
yeah.
Will we ever get a re-release, maybe to the streaming platform, so that people can hear it?
No, well, that one, man, like most of the songs on there were on One Man Click Part 1.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So like a lot of the songs that are on there, I re-recorded them, redid them in a professional studio for One Man Click Part 1. There may be a few, maybe like 3 or 4, maybe 5 songs on there that I didn't. And the reason being is because like Rolling Dice, for example, the beat for that, we made it on a cell phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The homie Poetic made the beat on a cell phone.
Hashtag.
Yeah, it was a ringtone maker.
Oh,
So
wow.
he would they would let you put blocks and stuff like that. So I would give him the phone, and he'd come back, and there's two of the beats on there are actually made with a cell phone. So he would make beats out of them, and then we'd get the phone, and then we put it to the speaker, and that's how we put the beat on the program.
That's so.
So Rolling Dice was made on the beat was made on his cell phone.
That is.
So that's why that one I couldn't re-release because I couldn't get the beat again.
Yeah.
And there's another one in there I haven't listened to in a while, but there's another one in there that también was made with a phone, with a cell phone.
Oh my God, dude, you're blowing my mind right now.
It's still nobody ever knew. You know what I mean? Nobody ever asked either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But most of the songs on that one are on One Man Click Part 1.
Yeah, and see that was my thing, cause you know, when I first heard that song and that album, I was kind of blown away. Like, holy crap, I know somebody that does music.
Yeah.
You know, little did I know that I was gonna be hanging out with people in the VIP section and backstage, but. You know, I wasn't expecting my life to go this way, so...
Well, nobody ever does, man. Life's a journey.
Yeah. Life's a risk, carnal.
Yeah, exactly.
Vatos locos forever.
Forever.
Yeah. Here's a fun question that I like to ask everybody, because you never know where this is going to go.
Yeah.
If you were stuck in an elevator with any musician, dead or alive, who would it be, and what would you talk about?
I listen to a lot of different music.
Yeah, man.
I would have to say... damn, bro, that's a damn good question.
Yeah, you know, I always end up, you know...
And I'm not gonna be regular with it, because I'm not gonna say Big or Pac, because I didn't really... They're not really someone I jam out to on the regular, but someone like, say, dead or alive... Damn. That's a really, really good fucking question. You put me on the spot.
Yeah. Shit, if it was me, I'd probably be Technique, because I've always wanted to interview that guy.
Oh, yeah, Technique's a crazy dude. Damn, bro.
Oh, this is so good.
Maybe for me, it probably had to be... Damn, bro. Shit. That's a good fucking question. Probably... Damn, bro. It had to be, for me, it had to be... Damn, I just had the name and I forgot it again. Damn. Keep going back and forth. But I'm just gonna say one out of the top of my head. It had to be...
Dun, dun, dun.
It had to be Kid Frost.
Ooh, hell yeah.
It had to be Kid Frost. And I would ask him... You had to ask him a question, right?
Yeah, or just conversate with him.
Well, I would conversate with him on the beginnings of his career, because for those who don't know who Kid Frost is, he's the godfather of Latin hip hop, or Chicano rap, as people like to label it. But he's one of the original ones who made, you know, Chicano rap or Latin rap, or for any rapper on the Latin market right now. If he's the godfather, him and Mellow Man Ace. You know what I'm saying? So I would ask him, you know, how was the process in the beginning? You know, as in the beginning of the you know, coming up, because it couldn't have been easy, man, for us Latin artists to actually come out and, you know, because they didn't have Latin rappers or Hispanic or Mexican rappers or anything like that.
Yeah, definitely.
In the beginning, and for him to be the first, you know, I mean, there had to have been some challenges along with it, not just, you know, blow up the way it did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because La Raza is a hard-ass record. You know what I'm saying? And for them to run for it as long as they did, and then to get picked up by Eazy-E afterwards is crazy.
Yeah.
You know so I would ask him questions about, you know, stuff like that in the beginning process of it, and just chop it up with him, man. And another question I would ask him is why didn't he bring up a lot of artists with him when he had the chance, when he was hot?
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's something I've never seen him, and I've never seen him answer that question. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to know why he never brought up more artists, when he was hot.
Kid Frost, if you're hearing this, let me interview you, bro.
But I still got love for him because, like I said, he's the Godfather. He paved the way for me. He paved the way for everybody.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
And even if people don't know who Kid Frost is, like once they hear the boom, 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 it's like, oh, I know that song.
Exactly. Everybody knows that song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Comes out in every telenovela.
I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be who I ask and who I'd be in the elevator with.
I would love to record that conversation because I think you two would freaking just make magic and probably eventually start making music together.
And then another one, if the opportunity ever came, would be Big Pun.
Oh, nice.
Because, you know, Big Pun didn't get a long career.
Yeah, that would be great.
You know, but that's another story.
Yeah. And lastly, where can we find you?
You can find me worldwide on YouTube. You know, YouTube One Man Click. And you can check out my series. I got daily vlogs called One Man Click TV. I also got a Savor the Flavor series on there as well. Just type in Savor the Flavor. You know, I'm the first beautiful face that pops up. I also got a sneaker vlog on there called Sneaker Adventures. And then you can find me on all streaming platforms at One Man Click. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at OMC956. You know, follow your boy. And you can find me on Facebook at One Man Click. You know what I'm saying? You'll find me on there. And anywhere music is sold or streamed, man, just type in One Man Click. I drop music every month. You know what I'm saying? Regular, chopper, screwed. You know what I'm saying? And next year I'm dropping a lot of music. I haven't done any videos this year for a reason. But next year I'm dropping more videos. And I'm doing a lot more next year, man. It's just I'm taking this quarantine to prepare and get after it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man. And I'm excited to see it. And, you know, maybe, you know, when more music gets released or, you know, something magical happens between my career or your career, like you blow up or I blow up, and
we'll make it happen, bro.
Hell yeah, dude. We'll freaking redo this. And
we fam, bro. We go back a long ways. We go back 10 plus years. You know what I'm saying? So whoever comes first, you know what I'm saying, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited, and thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you for everybody for listening to this awesome interview. Or I don't like to call them interviews because, you know, like I don't know him anything, he doesn't know me anything. This is a conversation, as is with every interview that I do. It's all a conversation. So you know what, thank you everybody for listening to this one with the One Man Click. And remember everybody that without music life would be a mistake.